Hi, I'm Leisha, tobacco treatment specialist with Hope Cancer Resources, and it's Wellness Wednesday. A couple weeks ago we talked about secondhand smoke, and today we're going to talk about third-hand smoke. This is definitely a less known area when it comes to just tobacco use in general, but wanted to talk about what it is, what's harmful about it, and how you can try to avoid that exposure. It is a more recent finding when you're talking about the third-hand smoke, so I just want to kind of preface this with saying that there's still more need for research, and there's not a lot of conclusive long-term effects known yet about third-hand smoke, but we'll just kind of get into it. So third-hand smoke is residual nicotine and chemicals on surfaces from tobacco smoke. So as you see someone smoking and they're exhaling smoke, that smoke is falling down onto surfaces, and that is considered third-hand smoke. So what happens is over time there is an aging process that goes on with those chemicals that are on the surfaces, and those chemicals, it changes the chemical structure. So then with that chemical structure change, those chemicals are turned into a few different types that we know of. One is hydrogen cyanide, butane, arsenic, lead, and carbon monoxide. So those are a few that we know of that the changes, kind of what those chemical changes are made into. We know these chemicals are harmful to ingest, absorb, inhale, so not good for your body. So these chemicals, once they're on the surfaces, it could be any type of surface. So if could be walls, furniture, fabric, carpet. It could also be on clothing, on someone's hair. So just kind of being aware if it's in a room or around anyone that has smoked in that area, there are going to be those chemicals on those surfaces around that. Like I mentioned, we don't know a lot of the long-term effects. We do know in some of the research that there has been liver damage and some cancer caused in mice who have had exposure to third-hand smoke. We don't know a lot as far as long-term. We do know that the group that is going to be more susceptible is going to be children, small children, so they're more likely to touch things, put their hands in their mouth, put objects in their mouth, that kind of thing. So children also absorb more through their skin than adults do, so they have a higher exposure to third-hand smoke than adults. Couple things to remember as far as avoiding that is, number one, don't smoke. Try not to be in areas where someone else has smoked or is smoking. Avoiding those enclosed indoor places where someone might smoke or does smoke. Cleaning surfaces, if you are, say, renting an apartment that someone else may have smoked in previous to you, then making sure things are cleaned very well, because it can last on surfaces for a long time. So making sure walls and carpets and all those things are cleaned regularly, and that will help kind of get rid of some of that residue. So just be aware of what that is and just how to avoid it, making sure things are clean, and then also avoiding any indoor spaces where someone may have smoked or is smoking.